What's up, collectors, fans of Star Wars graded cards, PSA, and HGA? I have with me a fresh return from HGA. I've been dying to open this box up all week. We actually got it back in a 2-week turnaround from start to finish, which is crazy. All custom labels. These are all Jamie Smith's cards. So he sent them to me from UK. I submitted them on his behalf. Now we're going to reveal them here for him and for the rest of the world. And then collectively, we have things that we ship over to each other when we're done. So we're going to send all that out. We do have a massive order out with PSA as well. We both submitted a bunch of cards for that TCG $15 special. And I also have some slabs here that Darth Grader has sent for Jamie as well. So I figured I'd show those off before they get hidden away in his UK closet. So that way the world knows what exists and what does not. We got a few cool slabs to check out here. We got a Star Wars CCG Daughter of Skywalker Near Mint 8 foil. We got a Star Wars CCG Lord Vader Reflections 2 foil 8. Darth Vader Reflections 3 foil Japanese box topper 8. Very beautiful card. We got a Boba Fett Bounty Hunter Reflections 3, 8. But we have a 9 version as well. So Boba Fett Bounty Hunter Reflections 3, 9. So I don't know if he wants to double up on them, loves them, or what. We got Watto. No, not bad, not bad. So yeah, that's a cool card. Cheap, but cool. And 9, we got Slave 1 Classic, 9. R2-D2, a rare 2, but still a classic card and a main, right? And then we have Yoda 9. So, always good to have a Yoda 9, but hunt for Yoda 10. Only so many of those. Good stuff. Good stuff all around. So, I will be shipping these out to Jamie in bulk. Now let's get to our main event here. This was 11 cards submitted to HGA, and these included Japanese Hoth 2-player cards, which, as you remember from some of the other reveal videos, the Hoth cards in custom slab label are just sick. Like, I mean, I've sold or traded like the 2 I had, but to be honest, it was kind of difficult because I really liked them. But it just encouraged me to want to find more to submit, to be honest. So knowing that they look so great, it really encouraged me to want to send out more Hoth stuff to HGA for custom slab labels because they're just so cool. Okay, so this is the bottom. And now I will very fast take these out of the bags and face them down so we can all do a collective reveal together. All these slabs are custom, okay? All custom slabs, and we're hoping that these do pretty well. Now we know how difficult it is to get an HGA 10. I'm not expecting any. They're just super difficult to get. Most Star Wars cards are asymmetrical. They have the edging issues, the whiting, the spots, the corners never really line up. PSA does 10s, but even a Beckett 10 would be very, very impossible to get. I mean, it would just be crazy, crazy rare. If I ever do get one, you know, I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. Okay, anyways, let's get right to it. Enough of the chat. First one here, Hoth Mountains. Oh my God, that's cool. Holy hell, they got like a planet thing going on in there. They got like the cliffs and stuff. That is beautiful. Holy moly. Wow, I think I got chills. That's so cool. Holy crap, there's like an image of like another planet like in the background there. Oh my God. Dude, this is sick. All right. Wow. Whew. That is really cool. I mean, for such a... The slab's cooler than the card. I mean, like, that's crazy. All right. 9.0, that's pretty sick. 8.5, 8.5, 9.5, 9.5. Corners and edges is what did it in. But overall, great card. 8.5, Death Star Trench. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy crap. That is sick. 8.5. Look at that label. I knew this label was be good. And I actually have a few Death Star trenches I was like waiting to submit. I think I'm gonna do a bulk order on some Reflections custom slabs, but that is sick. That is utterly epic. Oh my God. I mean, 8899. So this is another card maybe we want to find some more to submit, see if we can get over that 9 hurdle, but that is just awesome. Wow. That is just sick. Wow. Okay. I am reeling in on how exciting that is. I am so excited for you, Jamie. I might actually want some of these cards. Okay. Let's flip these over. Hindsight 8.5. Okay, so we got that classic reverse label. This is cool. The effect they did on this one is this like sort of worn red. I think this is cooler than the original one too. We've seen Hindsight before, but this one has like the bullet holes and like the red wear on it. That is cool looking. Now the hunt is on for the 9.0 Hindsight, now that we know there's more than one out there. But yeah, classic reverse card. Very sick. 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5. So very close. It's really the corners at 8 that kind of pulled that down. But if they were an 8.5, that would have been a 9. Or close to it. But yeah, very cool. Very cool. I am so excited for these. I am definitely joining HGA's club and gonna submit just the cards of the coolest stuff on them because this is just so cool. All right, let's reveal the next one here. Chewy from the Hoth Japanese 2-player set. Also have a very striking Hoth like planet in the background and like just a whole scene going on back there. This is a solid 9, so it's a 9 corners, 8.5 edges, surface 9.5, centering 9.5. So again with the edges, but this is a really good card. Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's not perfect from the back, but classic staple card, but in a really cool slab label. That is really neat. Okay, let's put that aside. Ooh, man, all right. This is so cool. I'm so excited to reveal these. It is the future you see. Oh, very cool. Look at that. We got like the Dagobah swamp going on in the background. And then the 8.5 has the, like the, you know, the textured back, if you will. That's really, really neat. So it's an 8.5, corners 8, edges 8, surface 9, centering 9.5. So very cool, knowing that we get that like kind of Dagobah swamp look in the back. You know, makes me kind of want to think about some Dagobah Jedi test cards too, or like Yoda's hut or something. Could be really cool. I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't know if I have one in foil or not. I'll have to check. But yeah, this definitely makes me want to stack up a bunch of cards to submit just for the art, because like as display pieces, these are sick. These are just awesome. All right, let's reveal the next one. Super laser. Whoa, look at that. Stunning green with the laser. Oh my God, that's so cool. Centering 10. We got corners 8.5, edges 8.5, surface 9, but that centering 10 pulls it up for the win. Solid card here. Wow, look at that slab label. Oh my God, that is sick. Oh my God, what is going on? HGA is on fire right now, yo. Like no doubt, this is really cool stuff here. I am like, oh my God, I got like chills. This is so cool. All right, on to the next one. We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left here. All right, Walker Garrison. A 9.0. What is this? They got like a little like comical AT-AT thing going on. That is ridiculous. So corners 8.5, edges 9, surface 9.5, centering 9.5. It's really only the corners that were pulled it down, but to be honest, Okay, yeah, the back, yeah. All right, so that's 8.5 for sure. But that is a funny card. It's almost got this like comic booky kind of look to it, like a funny animated show or something. But that is fun. That is fun, especially since, like, you know, I don't know what you do with it. I guess you could do more background stuff, but that's just funny. It's just really funny. But we're getting a variation of different art here, so this is very, very interesting. All right, let's see what the next one is. Lone Rogue, check it out, 9.0. What is it they got here? They got some part of the ship in the slab label. That's crazy. I like that 9.0. They capturing the textured back here. Corners 8.5, edges 9, surface 9.5, centering 9.5. So again with the corners 8.5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. It's the back that really kind of gives it away on the corners, but that is fun. I mean, they got the mountains and the cool. That's just a cool looking label. It's just cool. They got the part of the ship back there. That's really, really cool. Oh my god, that's so fun. All right. Got quite the imagination over at HGA Studio, but they definitely need to keep Star Wars fans employed there so they know what they should be doing with these backgrounds. Okay, let's flip this over again for the next one. Rebel Snow Speeder. So we got a similar background to Lone Rogue, so it looks like they captured the same thing there. So they opted for a different label here. So this is interesting because the Rebel Snowspeeder one for the Japanese foil, the Reflections 3 one I did, is different than this. So this tells me they're actually doing them, you know, like somebody's getting them and doing them from scratch. But that's also interesting from like a note perspective. If you see one, like, so for hindsight, I put a note to make it similar to the one that was done prior. But since I have the actual, like if I were to submit this again, if I either wanted this label or I wanted the one from prior, I would probably give them the slab number and say, do it like slab number, you know, blank. And I don't know if they save those files and use it again or starting from scratch, but this is technically like a new card, even though it's similar looking than the other one. So they probably treated it like a new card. But I like this blue and white texture. It's very interesting. So it looks a little bit different, right? Because they matched this and then they match it here. So 9 overall, great card. I mean, 9, 9, 9.5, 9.5. If it had one more 9.5, it might have pulled off for the 9.5 card, which would have been really, really epic. Or one of those is a 10. So we're close. We're dancing close to the 9. I mean, 9.5 Star Wars CCG card. I haven't seen one for HGA yet. I've gotten 9.5s for other cards, but Topps is a little easier because they're newer cutting methods, right? And they have hard corners, so it's easier to see that. Either they have it or they don't. All right, let's reveal this one. This has got 2 left here. Veers. Okay. So this is kind of Imperial industrial design up here. That's pretty cool. They kind of made something, even though there's not really much here, they did kind of capture that like industrial vibe, and his visor above the helmet. So this is Veers in the AT-AT, right? So this is like the top of his helmet here. So whoever made this knew this was where this was headed. So this was right on the money with Veers. That's cool. That's badass looking. That's badass. That's very cool. Even though it's not in the picture, they knew that that's what he'd be wearing. 9, 9, 9.5, 9.5. Very close to the 9.5. Man, we are so close. Just like kissing the ceiling on that. So close. Very cool. All right, and our final card here is Imperial Walker. So similar to the other one, except it's capturing the background of the blue instead of the red. So this is a 9. We got a centering 10, corners 9, edges 8.5, surface 9.5. Very close. The edges definitely brought that down a bit, but Man, it's tough. The edges on these things, yeah, I can see it right down there. But you know what? It's good to encapsulate these two-player cards anyways. You know, like they're not necessarily super rare, but I have to say, this Hoth Mountains is cool. Death Star Trench is sick. I love what they did with the super laser. Hindsight's classic. And these are very interesting too. But yeah, I mean, I knew Death Star Trench was going to be a money card, but this just makes me want to submit more. All really cool, very unique, different vibes. The industrial look of Veer's very clean, simple, and Dagobah has now striked my interest with the swamp. It kind of makes me want to get a Yoda's hut, or foil and or non-foil, I don't know, in a horizontal slab. That could be really neat. They could do like a whole swamp thing, but this definitely brings me back to the drawing board. This was super exciting. So again, we have those, and we have our PSA slabs, you know, from earlier. So I'll put these out again. You can see a little different, right? A little different vibe, you know, straightforward, simple versus custom. I think at this point it's really like, you know, do you like the art of them, or are you just trying to spec on the card itself? You know, frankly, these are just super cool. I don't think I would have a hard time getting rid of some of these, you know, because I would like looking at them. I'd like sharing them with people. So thanks for checking this out. This was really cool, and we will definitely have more slab returns. I have to wait for that super PSA return, of course, and this just makes me want to send out more stuff to HGA because this is just super cool, and the turnaround is just ridiculous, you know, fast. So that always keeps things interesting because, hey, I always need more content. Deuces.